Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wekiva High School welcomes you once again to Mustang Arena for varsity basketball competition. Please welcome our guests from University High School. They are the Cougars. And they'll be taking on your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Before we begin our game this evening, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the teams, beginning with our guests from University, and we'll start at point guard with 5'11" senior number 4, Joey Rodriguez. At guard, 6'1" junior number 11, Alvaro Mendez. At wing, 6'3" sophomore number 12, Jamar Ingram. At guard and small forward, 6'2" junior number 15, Amir Thomas. And finally for the Cougars at power forward and center, 6'3" senior number 10, Brandon Fink. And the head coach of the Cougars in his 4th year at University, Mr. Eddie Johnson II. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Starting at point guard with 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Jamarick Hammond. At shooting guard, 5'10" junior, number 4, Quadri Roberson. At shooting guard, 6' junior, number 10, Isaiah Lester. At power forward, 6'2" junior, number 12, Nikhil Edward. And finally for the Mustangs at power forward, 6'3" junior, number 21, Asael Caballero. The head coach of the Mustangs in his 6th year at the helm of Wekiva, Mr. Jacino Lubin. The officials for tonight's game are from the Central Florida Officials Association here in Orlando. We thank them for their dedicated service to our high school athletic programs and join them along with our participating schools, reminding everyone to make great sportsmanship a part of this and every athletic competition. Those of you in the arena, make sure that your friends and family anywhere else in the world know that they can tune in on the NFHS network or YouTube Live to join the action. Just search for Wekiva Sports on either of those services using your favorite computer, smart TV, or mobile device. And for those of you who are already doing that, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, and I am ready to take you through tonight's varsity contest between the Cougars and the Mustangs. And it's an easy jump for the Mustangs. First possession will go to Wekiva. Arrow will favor the Cougars. Both of these teams are 1-5. Wekiva in particular better than their record. Well, we like to say that anyway. Of course, it only counts if you win, but the Mustangs have had a couple that have just barely not gone their way. Block is called against Brandon Fink, his first and the team's first. That sends Isaiah Laster to shoot 2. And Laster puts the Mustangs on the board. Second free throw is up and good. Mustangs out to a 2-0 start. Full court man-to-man coming on, and it is going to result in a steal. That's Laster, took the ball away from Ingram there. Mustangs get another possession. Mustangs had a tough loss against Edgewater last night. That was a 2-point victory for the Eagles, and that seems to be a recurring theme for the Mustangs, just struggling to finish in the 4th quarter. That one was on the road. will go to the outside. Laster not able to get the three to fall, and the rebound goes to Ingram. Mustangs also looking at an entirely new district this year. The student population from fall of 2018, which is the last semester from which data is available for classification purposes, has pushed Wekiva down to 7A. Again, the classifications are not a reflection of the school's abilities or performance. However, they are a reflection of the student population. And so Wekiva now living in actually 6A because we also dropped a classification from the total. So previously there were 9 total classifications and Wekiva was 9, and now there are only 7 classifications and Wekiva is number 6 out of 7. Of course, district play does not matter as much as it used to, as Mendez misses a jumper there and the rebound goes to Roberson, because the district champions are now the only teams that are guaranteed a spot in the postseason. The district runner-up in and of itself no longer gets you anything. Instead, we turn to the Max Preps rankings and look at large performance for wild cards. Offensive foul is called against Nikhil Edward, his first, and the team's first as well. That'll turn the ball over to the Cougars. That's the bummer about offensive fouls. Not only do you get a strike on the board, you also get a turnover. Joey Rodriguez from Jamar Ingram for 3, and that puts the Cougars on the board. Deflected out of bounds by Joey Rodriguez. Mustangs stay in control. Edward almost got called with his second foul there. Roberson tries to get to the paint, lets one go, and it's good. Q Roberson on a Mustang jumper. Mustangs back on top by 1, still early. And now Nikhil Edward picks up his second personal foul. It's also the team's second. Checking into the game for him is number 11, Jared Bryan. Rodriguez swings to Mendez, and that's not the right kind of game. Backcourt violation. Mustangs ball. Three won't fall. Rebound to the Cougars. Push is called against Q Roberson. That's his first personal foul, the team's third. Rodriguez tries to get to the paint. Not able to get it to fall. Put back, not there either for Fink. And the rebound ultimately goes to Hammond. Oh, and not a good pass there. Ingram picks that one up, tries to go coast to coast, and it falls out. Put back isn't going to go either. Rebound ultimately goes to Bryan. That felt a lot harder than it needed to be. Hammond coast to coast, he's got it. Jamaric Hammond on the Mustang layup. Mustangs now out to a 6-3 lead, a little more than halfway through the first quarter. Not exactly an offensive barn burner for either team. And it is stolen by Hammond. Little anemic on the shot by Roberson from the paint. Rebound goes to Mendez. And, yeah, that's going to be a foul. Push is called against Q Roberson. That's his second. The team's fourth. Into the game for the Mustangs, Donovan Stokes. And O'Cypher Owens is in for University. Mustangs will back off on the full court pressure a little bit. They're still in man-to-man. Ingram to the paint. Got it. Jamar Ingram on the Cougar layup. That cuts it to a one-point ball game. Good rotation by the Mustangs. Stokes gets to the paint, lets a short jumper go, and it's short. Rebound to Mendez, tries to get something done in transition, and he does. That's Mendez to Jamar Ingram for the Cougar bucket. Well played by the Cougars there. Stokes to the paint, loses the ball, and it's picked up by Mendez. Alvaro Mendez draws the foul on the attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot two for the Cougars. Mustang foul is called against Donovan Stokes on the push. It's his first personal foul. The team's fifth. And fouls quickly catching up with the Mustangs. They have almost as many fouls as they do points. That means that the Cougars are probably going to spend a significant portion of the first half in bonus. Tristan Bryan back for the Mustangs. In for Isaiah Laster. Mendez's second is out. But he picks up his own rebound. Can't get the putback. And Bryan comes up with it. Held ball, possession Cougars. Checking into the game for University. Number 2, John Anthony Hutton. So that'll go down as a turnover for the Mustangs. $1:41 left in the first quarter. O'Cypher Owens picks up 2 for the Cougars. And that extends their lead to 9-6. Foul is called against number 2, John Anthony Hutton. That's his first, the team's second. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Prince Daniel. And a tough pass. I think Stokes is going to get called here, and he does. Hold is called against Donovan Stokes. That's his second personal foul, the team's 6th. Returning to the game for the Mustangs, Q Roberson. So that means that the last 9 minutes and 4 seconds of the first half will be spent in bonus for the Cougars. No. Strike that, I lied. That was, yes, that's right. Cougars touched it last. Mustangs will get another shot here. First foul is called against number 21, O'Cypher Owens. It's the team's third. Edward shooting 2. Prince Daniel in for the Mustangs. Out of bounds, Mustangs ball. Foul is called against number 2, John Anthony Hutton. That's his second personal foul. It's the team's fourth. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Q Roberson. 8.4 seconds left. Mustangs may very well get the last word of the first period. And they will not, in fact. That takes us to the end of the first period. It's a 1-point ball game. Mustangs 8, the Cougars 9 at the end of the first period. We'll be right back. The Mustangs have the opening possession of the second period. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you to take you through the second quarter. Hugh Roberson from Tristan Bryan for 3. And that's a way to open up the quarter. A little too hot on the approach from Hutton. Gets his own rebound, though. Can't get the 3 to fall either. It's going to stay with the Cougars. We're going to foul away from the ball here. Hold is called against number 21, Asael Caballero. That's his first personal foul. The team's 7th, and it puts the Cougars into bonus. At the line, shooting 1-1, O'Cipher Owens. Two made free throws by Owens tie the game at 11. And now we're going to get a Cougar foul. Push is called against John Anthony Hutton. That's his 3rd personal foul. The team's 5th. Checking into the game for him is number 5, Duke Hodge. Roberson takes a long jumper falling. Not there. Rebound goes to Owens. Mustangs going to have to see if they can stop this one, and they cannot. Owens to Mendez for 2. Cougars take the lead with that basket. Hammond darts into the paint. He's got it. Jamaric Hammond from the key for 2. Out of bounds, Mustangs ball. Good work by Hammond there, forcing that turnover. Checking into the game for Wekiva, Nikhil Edouard. Also in for University, Joey Rodriguez. Bad pass is stolen by O'Cipher Owens. Will go the other way. Somebody got a foul there, and it is a charge. Jamaric Hammond takes a charge for the Mustangs. It's called against O'Cipher Owens. That's his 2nd personal foul on the team's 6th. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, Jalen Hicks. To the inside, a good look, and it's blocked. Traveling, Cougars ball, checking into the game for the Cougars, Brandon Fink. Jalen Hicks is called for the hands. That's his first personal foul, the team's 8th. At the line, shooting 1-1, Joey Rodriguez. Lane violation called against the Mustangs. Still 1-1. Deflection by Joey Rodriguez. To the corner. Hicks tries to pick up a screen, but ultimately the ball is taken away and he dribbles it out of bounds. Give credit to Brandon Fink for forcing that to happen. Traveling. Mustangs ball. Inbounding violation is called on the Mustangs. Cougars ball. Checking into the game for University, number 3, Jake Rodriguez. Offensive foul is called against number 3, Jake Rodriguez. That's his first personal foul of the team's 7th. No bonus shots for offensive fouls, but it turns the ball over to the Mustangs. Bryan through traffic loses the ball to a steal by Joey Rodriguez. To the corner. Ingram. Well, sure, we'll give him a block for that. Jalen Hicks comes up with a rebound as well. And losing his dribble is Laster, and that's going to get picked up by Jamar Ingram. Out of bounds, Mustangs ball. Well, it's either remarkably good defense or remarkably poor offense. Either way, lots of turnovers happening in both directions. Jamarick Hammond and Donovan Stokes back in for Wekiva. Mustangs have a harrowing trip through the key. We'll take it back to the outside. Hammond lets one go from the top of the paint. That's not there, but he gets in there and gets his own rebound. And a tie up there. That was Duke Hodge and Jared Bryan getting their shoelaces tangled. It's a no call. Ball stays with the Mustangs. Checking into the game for Wekiva, Nikhil Edouard, Q Roberson, and Asael Caballero. Hammond makes sure he's clearly into the backcourt before picking it up so he doesn't get called for a violation. We'll go to Roberson. Block is called against number 5, Duke Hodge. That's his first personal foul, the team's 8th. At the line, shooting 1-and-1 bonus, Donovan Stokes. He makes his first and earns his second. That ties the ball game up at 14. 3:05 to go here in the first half. And he drains the second to give the Mustangs the lead. Nice pass. Duke Hodge to Joey Rodriguez for the Cougar bucket. Got to give credit there. That was a well-designed play, and the Mustang defense was not ready for it. And it gives the Cougars once again the lead. Block is called against Duke Hodge. That's now his second personal foul, and it's the team's 9th. This time it sends Isaiah Laster to the line to shoot 1-1. And this will be the last time we shoot 1-1. Three won't fall. Rebound offensively. Rodriguez to Ingram for a second chance basket. Mustangs suffering there by an inability to get a rebound. Second chance points becoming a problem for Wekiva. Laster gets inside. He's got it. Isaiah Laster for two. And I believe that was Caballero that had the assist there. Put back by Duke Hodge. Jamar Hammond for two. Answered by number 5, Duke Hodge for the Cougars. Well, after 15 minutes of offensive frustration, we have a few possessions in a row that yield points, and we're kind of back to where we started. There's a blocked shot by Joey Rodriguez. Stays with the Mustangs. 51 seconds to go here in the half. Hammond gets to the paint. Out of bounds. Cougars ball. So it's a no call as Amir Thomas trips up Hammond. And the ball is stripped away by Caballero and then quickly given to Stokes. Will go to the corner, and it's Donovan Stokes to Q Roberson for 3. Back to a tie ball game. All twos on the board briefly. And another strip away, this time by Stokes. Roberson a little off the mark this time with a 3, but he chases down his own rebound. That takes us to the end of the first half, and we're going to finish the half the same way we started it, with a tie score. We are no closer to determining a winner than we started, but we've got a good game going on. 22-22 is your score at intermission of the varsity contest here at Mustang Arena. We'll be back with the second half in about 10 minutes. Cougars have the opening possession of the second half. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for the second half of our triple header, our final game. And we'll start it with a turnover. Out of bounds, Mustangs ball. Jamar Ingram from the corner for three to open up second half scoring for the Cougars. That gives the Cougars a 25-22 advantage. They strike first in the second half. Laster can't get it to go. The rebound goes to Fink. And a turnover taken away by Roberson, and we're going to get called here for a double dribble violation. Cougars ball, checking into the game for the Mustangs, J-Rod Bryan. Rodriguez goes to Ingram. Mendez for three, short. Diving for the rebound. Laster got the rebound, but he's immediately called for traveling. Cougars ball. The three-point basket by Amir Thomas is good. Separately from that, away from the play, Jamarick Hammond is called on the push. That's his first personal foul. The team's first this half. Inbounding violation, Mustangs ball. Returning to the game for the Mustangs, Donovan Stokes. So not exactly a stellar turn of events for either team there. I mean, the three-point basket certainly helped the Cougar cause, but other than that, a lot of street ball going on. To the center, the three isn't going to fall for Roberson. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. The hit is called against Alvaro Mendez. That's his first personal foul, the team's first. Offensive screening is called against Asiel Caballero. His second personal foul, the team's second this half. And that'll turn the ball over to the Cougars. In case you're curious, University has 14 turnovers in the book so far. Wekiva has answered with 15 of their own, so neither team having a real banner night when it comes to ball handling. Three for Jamar Ingram on the pass from Amir Thomas. That's his second three that he's drained. He has 12 points so far in total. And so the Cougars not really having a lot of success getting any inside penetration, but they don't need it as long as they're shooting threes like that. Wekiva, for their part, is currently shooting 31% from the field, 7 of 22. That compares to the Cougars, who are 46% from the field, shooting 12 of 26. That's going to fall a little bit more right there as Brian misses. Rebound to Thomas, and another foul. Foul called against J-Rod Bryan. His first personal foul, and the team's third this half. So now we're seeing a replay of the first half with the Mustangs getting into foul trouble early. So far, at least, though, they're doing a good job of spreading them out. No one has more than two. Rodriguez looking for an opening. He'll go to the top of the arc again with Thomas. This time the three doesn't fall. Caballero's there to make the rebound. Offensive push is called against Q Roberson. That's his third personal foul, the team's fourth. So not only does Roberson pick up his third there, that also adds yet another turnover into the books for Wekiva. Mustangs have not scored this half. 4 minutes with no points in the book. University on a 9-0 run. Ingram can't get it to go from the baseline. Brian tries to chase it out of bounds, but not able to do so. And so it stays with the Cougars. Four and a half minutes now gone with no points scored by the Mustangs. And here comes another foul. Push is called against Donovan Stokes. His third personal foul, the team's fifth. Amir Thomas picks up two for the Cougars. That extends the run to 11-0. Wekiva has 5 fouls and no points in this quarter. Q Roberson picks up the foul on the way up. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul called against Alvaro Mendez. That's his second personal, and the team's second this half. So Roberson with an opportunity to put the Mustangs on the board for the second half, and he does. Streak is snapped at 11. Second is good as well. So a moment of good news for the Mustangs. 5 minutes into the second half. Owens trying to get around Sermons, and he does. Cypher Owens spins for a Cougar layup. Too much time on the inbound, Cougars ball. So the full court pressure getting to the Mustangs there. And a good opportunity is missed there as Owens not able to haul that one in. Three won't fall for Joey Rodriguez either. Rebound bounces to Ingram. And another opportunity coming up here for University. They now have 12 offensive rebounds, a total of 21. compared to the Mustangs, who have 7 offensive rebounds for a total of 16. And that's certainly a major factor contributing to the scoring differential, particularly here in the second half. Thomas can't get it to fall. Laster on the rebound. Try to go coast to coast, and he does. That's Isaiah Laster coast to coast for a Mustang layup. And that is the first field goal of the half for the Mustangs, and it only took 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Three from Ingram had a little too much mustard on it. Putback doesn't fall either. And the rebound's going to go to Jalen Sermons. Haven't heard a lot from Sermons yet in this game. Trying to make some noise here in the second half. $1:14 to go in the third quarter. Donovan Stokes for 3 from Sermons. 1 minute to go. Three not going to fall for Thomas. Rebound goes to Bryan. Q Roberson is fouled on the attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 for the Mustangs. Foul is called against number 15, Amir Thomas. That's his first personal foul, the team's third. Donovan Stokes is called on his 4th personal foul on the block. The basket by O'Cypher Owens is good. He's at the line shooting for the 3-point play. Full timeout is requested by the Cougars, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 31 seconds to go in the third period. Mustangs have not had a great quarter. Held ball, possession Mustangs. So what that really accomplishes is giving University the likely first jump ball. And that's an illegal throw-in. And that's a turnover. Yeah, that because after the held ball took away the made basket. On a made basket, you are allowed to move back and forth across the baseline, but on a violation, you are not. Jamar Ingram from Duke Hodge with the basket and the chance to make it a three-point play. The foul is called against Isaiah Laster. That's his first personal foul, and the team's 7th. Well, that's just about as disastrously as you could possibly imagine of a final 30 seconds of the half for the Mustangs. Oh, that's... Well, in football, we call that a horse collar. I don't know what you call it in basketball. Hold is called against Mustangs number 12, Nikhil Edouard. That's his second personal foul, the team's 8th. It puts University in a bonus, so Cypher Owens will shoot 1-1. So the Mustangs catch a break there as the bonus shots are not good. Foul is called against number 15, Amir Thomas. That's his second personal foul. And it's the team's 4th. Offensive foul is called against Isaiah Laster. That's his second personal foul, the team's 9th. No bonus shots for offensive fouls, but it turns the ball over to the Cougars. Well, that just adds insult to injury. That takes us to the end of the third period, and the Cougars outscore the Mustangs in the third period at 18-8, and that takes us to a 40-30 ball game headed into the final 8 minutes of this Friday night contest. Cougars have the opening possession of the fourth period. And a little more bad news coming in for Wekiva during the break. There was an error on the foul that was called, that offensive screening foul, just at the end of the period. It was intended to be on Stokes, not Laster, which means that that's his 5th personal foul, and he is now out. He will be ineligible to play for the entire fourth quarter. Tristan Bryan takes his place. And here we're going to get the ball blocked and rebounded. Push is called against number 12, Nikhil Edouard. His 3rd, and the team's 10th. At the line shooting 2, Thomas. Bryan gets the ball stolen from him by Amir Thomas. Cypher Owens from Joey Rodriguez. Owens gets the rebound after Bryan misses. Q Roberson into the game for the Mustangs, as is Prince Daniel. Air ball for Rodriguez, rebounded by Laster. Steal by Duke Hodge. Will go the other way. Jamar Hammond takes the possession back for the Mustangs and then turns the ball over himself as he lets it go out of bounds. Cougars ball. John Anthony Hutton gets a deflection for that. Mustangs are now up to 22 turnovers tonight. University not doing that well themselves with 15, but not quite as far into the red as Wekiva in that department. Mustangs have seemed flustered since they came out of the locker rooms at halftime. Not quite gelling. Amir Thomas is fouled on the putback attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot two for the Cougars. Foul is called against Jamar Hammond. That's his second personal foul and the team's 11th. Checking into the game for University, number 12, Jamar Ingram. Edward in the corner has nothing. He'll go to Hammond, finds an inside lane to Daniel, and Daniel draws a foul. Prince Daniel will be at the line shooting two for the Mustangs. The foul was called against Cougars, number 21, Cypher Owens. That's his third personal foul, the team's fifth. First is good. Nice pass. Joey Rodriguez on the pass from John Anthony Hutton. Prince Daniel from Jamar Hammond for a Mustang layup. Jamaric Hammond swats the ball out of bounds. It stays with the Cougars. 3:55 to go in the ball game. A slow pass nearly gets picked off by Hammond. Cougars stay in control. Hutton takes it up to the front court. And falling to the ground as he gets tied up with Hammond. We'll get it to the corner, and that was number 21, O'Cypher Owens, for three. Edward gets trapped in a corner, and he gives up the ball to a steal. Probably would have had a 5 count against him in another second anyway. Owens this time a little too hot on the 3 attempt. We'll pause here to clean up some sweat on the floor. Checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 11, J-Rod Bryan. Block is called against number 5, Duke Hodge. That's his 3rd personal foul, the team's 6th. So that's the last defensive foul we're going to have tonight without shooting any free throws. Mustangs already well into double bonus against them. Edward gets his shot blocked and rebounded by Owens. And we're going to get a charge. Offensive charge is taken by Q Roberson. His charge to O'Cypher Owens, his 4th, the team's 7th. No bonus shots for offensive fouls, but it turns the ball over to the Mustangs. Daniel misses, gets the rebound to Owens. Hodge can't get past Edward. He'll go back to the top. At this point, the clock is the Cougars' friend. It's been all university in the second half. Mustangs have been held to 3 points since the 4th quarter. No basket. Offensive charge is called against Jamar Ingram. His 1st and the team's 8th. Easy layup look just won't go for Mendez. Rebound goes to Bryan. Roberson can't get the layup fall on the Wekiva side either. Prince Daniel fouled on the attempt. He'll go to the line and shoot too. The foul is called against number 12, Jamar Ingram. That's his 2nd personal foul. Team's 9th. Second free throw bounces out for Daniel. Rebound goes to Ingram. Offensive foul is called against number 21, O'Cypher Owens. That's his 5th personal foul. He retires from the game with 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Daniel can't get it to fall from under the basket. University will clear the front courts, and they'll be content to let the clock run out on this one. That takes us to the end of the ball game. After a very close first half, it is a barn burner for University in the second. 51-34 is your final score here on Friday the 13th. Leading scorers for Wekiva, Q Roberson with 11 points and 2 rebounds. For University, O'Cypher Owens had 14 points before fouling out. Jamar Ingram had 14 points and 3 rebounds as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for coming out tonight to support your Mustang and Cougar athletes. Also, thanks to those of you who joined us on our YouTube live channel as well as the NFHS network. The Mustangs' next game is going to be coming up on December the 17th. That is next Tuesday as they host the Windermere Wolverines. We hope that you will join us for that. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and more. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube Live and the NFHS Network. My name is Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, wishing you a good night and a great weekend.